Yes, what better way than to start off the video and get into my favorite shirt to get dirty with.
Alright, so before I get started on the Fiat, I'm gonna do oil change real quick. And this is on my daily, so I gotta take care of the daily. Can never get these out super clean, but I'll find out today. And this car isn't lowered, so thank goodness. Oh, I lost it in there. So while that's draining, thought I just, wipe off my hands real quick, then get back up in there. Alright, so actually I do have a full how to do a oil change and oil filter. This car is super easy. Oil filter right here, oil drain plug right there, size 13 bolt, get it off, call it a day. This video is going to be about the Fiat, but just want to explain to you guys once again, if you're new to the channel, of course, this is all about teaching you guys, the car community, and this is what approximately 5,500 miles of oil looks like, taking you guys around SoCal. I know it's still gonna drip. I gotta get that thing out. Hold on. Alright, so finding that oil drain plug. You guys can see that color of the oil. It's actually not that bad, even though this car does have, like I said, about 6,000 miles of daily driving and commuting back and forth, and just going out to all the different car meets and car shows. So that's it. That's how you do an oil change. You just dump out all the oil, put this straight into the ocean, and yeah, that's really easy, guys. How to do oil change. Jiffy Lube, Valvoline, save you guys money. Like 130 bucks that they charge at dealerships. But look, all you need, like I said, legit, this is for the Fiat. All you need is this. That's all you need to do an oil change. If you want to do an oil filter, you're gonna need a little more tools, like an oil filter wrench. Well, legit, that's it. Like if your thing is way too tight, get a good old breaker bar. It's probably like what, 50 bucks. I mean, this one's I think this one's a snap-on one. It's an older one, but get yourself one of these big old breaker bars, right? Get yourself a 13 millimeter. This is a 1/2 inch, so you have more torque. It's a longer handle, right? Just drain your crap, save yourself money. This bottle was maybe only like 30 bucks because I am using Valvoline. Valvoline sponsor me, you know what I'm saying? I'm using full synthetic on a goddamn daily. This is meant for turbo engines, but you know what? We're using on here, and I might just put 4 quarts, even though I know it's 0 to 20, but the Fiat needs a little more oil than 2 quarts, and I'm a little less on money. So button this guy up and then put the oil in, and I'll catch you guys back at the Fiat. So one more thing before I go to the Fiat and start working on it, show you guys what I'm doing. You could literally do this on any vehicle. There's no jack. With that 13, of course, make sure it's one of the American ones. Right now I'm being stupid and using a spline like this, like different ones, because then you're gonna strip your crap. So alright, picking up right where we left off at. I took the bumper off already, super easy. Turbo off, wastegate taken apart, everything's basically taken apart. So now going back into the car, I need to get this thing on the vehicle. And before I do that, I do have to take apart the one of the coolant lines. Carefully set that down. I had to take apart one of the coolant lines there on the other turbos, and I have to get off that oil thing, the oil return. So I had to take off one of these lines, but I'll keep you guys updated throughout the build. Alright, so this is about the 7-minute mark for me in the middle of editing all this. So hardest part was to get that bolt up in there. Obviously my hand has a really bad grip because an accident happened to my finger, but I was able to, at least for now, get it as tight as possible so it doesn't fall out. I'm gonna have to go back in with the ratchet. That's gonna be a little hard, but I'm gonna try to like tighten it down a little bit with the regular 13, the skinny one, and then go in with the ratchet and do some power. But got it in there. Didn't have to take off the exhaust manifold. Freaking amazing. And now it's just bolting it down, getting up in there, and then buttoning up everything else, all the little hoses, wires, put some fluid in it, call it a day. Getting the bottom one, obviously I'm probably gonna put this back on. And oh, I did take apart the oil filter as well, so you guys can see this thing is a black. It's a lot more worse than the Nissan. Obviously this thing has 3 burnt turbos on it, so we're gonna put the new one back in and button everything up. So the Nissan earlier, you guys seen in the video, was as simple as just getting your damn tools in there, call it a day. Now this one, put you guys down real quick, it requires a big black 27. So you got to get a big black one, specifically the black ones, because you know they're a little tougher. Kidding. Let's get a nice big 27 up in there. And in order to do this kind of like oil change job on a Fiat, you have to take apart the headlight, you have to take apart the intake, you have to take apart a lot of stuff just to get to the oil filter. So for all the Fiat people out there, get it done at a shop if you don't want to do all this work. And you could screw it down by hand, but then after that you have to tighten it down. And that's the struggles I'm having right now. So where am I gonna put this thing at? Cool thing is the filter is a cartridge, so it kind of just snaps into this cap, and then that's it. And that's about it. You don't want to snap it because it's plastic. So the other thing is you might have to take apart the windshield wiper bottle, or at least move it. I don't know, because I don't have mine. I don't run those things. I live in California, so it doesn't really rain too much. Who needs windshield wipers when you can put an intake inside there? See? There's videos about that one too, but let's get back into it. I said before in the other video, guys, if you want to see more in depth of how I do everything, scroll through the channel. It's all up there. Everything is on the channel, of course. And I got everything done, buttoned up, coolant, all that crap's done. Wastegate's plugged in, everything's plugged in down here. So all that is done. What else have I done? I fixed the AC thing, plugged that back in right there, and then got the blanket back on for the heat protection thing. The coolant line is done, so now it's just downpipe, spark plugs, and fire up. So let's see what goes on. Alright, so this baby has been sitting for a very, very long time, and I lost the key. Hold on. Got it. Let's see if she still turns on. Abarth. Alright, let's do this. Cross your fingers. Alright. A little shaky, hands on snaky. Make sure the e-brake is all the way up. That's a good sign. Alright. Woo! Starts right up. Got some smoke. I know there's still oil in the intercooler, so let's see exactly what happens. I know the spark plugs aren't the best for the car right now. Diesel truck. Okay. I don't know. I took off the engine cap right now. I tried to, and there's an excessive amount of blow-by coming up, so most likely will be the piston rings, a turbo. Alright guys, before I end the video, obviously I know going in spark plugs are garbage. You know, I can try to get more spark plugs, see if that fixed the issue. You know, compression test passed the test. Right now the only code I'm getting is the PO300 code, which is, you know, the same issue I was talking to you guys about. So I know the spark plugs are messed up because, well, when the car had too much oil in it, they mess the spark plugs. So I just don't know how many spark plugs do I actually have to go through before I get this car, or do I just find somebody with an engine? Because Little Devil was supposed to give me his engine, but he's tied up with a lot of stuff in life. So it's a real cool homie to offer that, but I know he's tied up with things, and I have no way to get that engine down this little space because this neighbor never leaves. So trying to I don't know, but yeah, as always guys, stay safe and stay chill.